Here's your 12 marker. Why was the Treaty of Versailles so unpopular in Germany? You may use the following and any other information of your own. Hitler called the Treaty of Versailles dictated peace. The Treaty of Versailles reduced the German army to 100,000 men, and Germany had to pay reparations. So what's the first thing you need to do? You need to identify the topic, the focus, and the command. So the topic here is about as kind of topic as you can get on the Nazi Germany paper. You need to tell us about the Treaty of Versailles. The command is why, so you're going to have to tell us why something happened. And the focus is, was it so unpopular? So what do you need to talk about? Why didn't people like it? Don't just tell me about it, tell me why people did not like it. And although the mark scheme looks long and complicated, it's very simple and it's very straightforward. Just with the 9 marker. Level 1, you're giving some supporting detail. It might be vague, a lot of it might be irrelevant, but there's something there. Level 2, you are giving good supporting detail. In this case, you're probably telling me about all the different clauses of the Treaty of Versailles, perhaps going through Bratt. And level 3, you're actually using that detail that you've given in order to answer the question. The format's the same, they just tend to be bigger questions. Have a read of this answer. Tell me what you think. Tell yourself what you think. Is it level 1, 2 or 3? Pause the video at times if necessary. So what did you decide upon? Well, it's obviously not a level 1. There's far too much detail in for that. And the answer is clearly at least level 2. I've highlighted just some of the detail that this candidate's included. It's obvious that this candidate has revised very thoroughly and very well, which allows him or her to give an answer to this level of detail. And if you take time now to have a look at the areas that I've highlighted in pink, you'll see why this candidate definitely reaches into that top level as well. For each area of the Treaty of Versailles they've discussed, they've made it relevant to the question by explaining why that specifically was unpopular. Clause 231 was unpopular because it made people angry because it wasn't actually entirely their fault for starting the war. Reparations made them unhappy because it made them difficult. They were very difficult to pay for, and they made an increase in taxes, and they made it more difficult to recover from the wartime economy. The land that was taken away was unpopular because it split Germany in two. The army being taken away was unpopular because it made Germany feel more threatened, especially in the context of having France on one side and Russia on the next side, both of who seem very hostile to you. This is a good and solid level 3 answer, but it's not quite a top level 3 answer. I know it can be tempting to look at this answer and think, oh well, that's more than I would expect myself to achieve. But how they've done it is actually really very simple. First step was they knew what to revise, and this candidate revised it in detail. That allowed them to get to level 2 because they knew lots about the Treaty of Versailles. To convert that into a level 3, you just need to think, well, why are people going to be unhappy about the amount of money they're giving to other countries? What impact will that have on their lives? Why are they unhappy about their country being split in two? It's actually really very straightforward, but it's only straightforward if you do the groundwork and you actually learn the information to begin with. This is all that stood between this candidate and achieving 12 out of 12. What are the links between the different problems that were faced by the German people because of the Treaty of Versailles? Well, think about it. Actually, the links are quite clear. How about the economy and money? Reparations meant that they had less money. Not having a big army means that there were less jobs around to support a big army and less soldiers, so loads of people would have less money. They had to lose loads of their land, including big industrial areas. Again, it means that they had no money. All of this was covered in the answer. All that it was missing is a couple of sentences to say very clearly that they link together in this way. And another idea might be to link together clause 231 and the fact that they had to lose lots of their army and their air force as both damaging their national pride.